biggest business challenges facing businesses today is the understanding of risk, where people have not properly assessed risk. Are we involving professionals as we are getting into these businesses? Do you understand what is going to happen in the next 10, 20 years, so that the decision that you make today, how is it going to impact you down the line? My name is John Jogu, convener of the AfriFueling Expo, a platform that seeks to elevate the fueling sector. Nothing runs if you do not have fuel. Where we are at professional services and business advisory in our sector is that though it is there, though there is the engagement of professionals, it's something that needs to be more in depth. And I'll give you a case in point. Like, how do you acquire land? You cannot set up a forecourt without land. So do you understand leases? Do you understand how to write them, how to acquire them, how to protect them? Do you understand if you have gone ahead and designed a space? Do you understand the need for architects, to design for you a space that works so that they can optimize on the property that you have? Then when you come to talk to a franchisor and you are a franchisee and you're looking at partnerships, do you understand contracts? If you're going to be a dealer for an oil marketing company, how well do you understand contracts? How to get into them, how to exit them? So I think we can go on and on and on, but what you realize is that from where we sit, professional services, business advisory, even after you have begun operations, it's very, very critical, and it needs to continue going deeper. And I think at the AfriFueling, we are hoping to have these professionals, lawyers, commercial advisors, mergers and acquisition, professionals, environment professionals, all these professionals, so that they can advise, our participants and stakeholders that are going to be at the AfriFueling, and really forge those relationships that at the end of the day unlock more value. The biggest business challenges facing businesses today is, I think, the understanding of risk. So you would find a situation where people have not properly assessed risk. And this goes back to the discussion around, are we involving professionals as we are getting into these businesses? So a better appreciation of risk, and also a better understanding of long-term view. So that is also another side that we see is quite critical. Do you understand the long-term game? Do you understand what is going to happen in the next 10, 20 years? So that the decision that you make today, how is it going to impact you down the line? So understanding of risk is quite critical. Also incorporating professionals in how you handle your finances, tax professionals. Tax risk has been one of the biggest issues that the industry has faced. How do you remain tax compliant in a business like this? So I think that's what we continue to see. The common mistakes that are limiting business growth is, again, proper planning and agility. So you find that the change is constant. There's a lot of changes, and our business or the fueling business is very prone to impact from whether they are political decisions, geopolitical decisions. So if you're operating in such a vulnerable environment, how do you remain agile, and how do you change that fast? So I think that remains as a critical challenge and risk that one needs to be aware of. The strategies that organizations should embrace to remain competitive is, first of all, to look for really good talent. It matters who you have in your organization. It's not one-to-one. There is one person who would have the output of 10 just because of how well versed they are with the environment. So I think that becomes a strategic move, how you treat talent, how you treat people, and how well you are attracting them into your organization. Yeah. So the reason why business leaders should attend AfriFueling is mostly it's because of the way we have curated our sessions. So we have an oil marketing company, or an OMC leadership panel. And this is a critical panel where we are forecasting and saying, this is where, even if we are brand agnostic, but as an industry, this is where we are forecasting to go. These are the risks that we are seeing. So we are going to have a panel where the business leaders of these organizations are going to be telling us from where they sit, this is where they see the industry going. And I think that is important for anyone who is working as a partner, as a stakeholder in the fueling business. I think if I could make a plea, I'd say let every business leader, whether you are of an oil marketing company, whether you are a professional service provider, whether you're in the financial services, whether you are a company that is seeking to come and serve this industry, or even you are a customer of the fueling industry, you need to come and you need to be in the front row seat, and you need to open your ears and engage and feel what is happening truly in this industry.